आफूलाई पाउँदाखेरि बडा खुसी लागेछ, बडा गौरवान्वित पनि लागेछ मलाई। तर
राष्ट्रिय रूपमा पनि अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय रूपमा पनि हामीले बनाउन पनि खोजेको, बन्न सक्ने सम्भावना पनि भएको, बनि पनि रहेको सहर हो। त्यसमा कुनै अब सङ्कोच मान्नु पर्ने अभियानमै हामी छौँ। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि हामी मुख्य रूपमा धेरैभन्दा धेरै पर्यटकीय प्रडक्ट वस्तु उत्पादन गर्ने कुरामा पोखरा र यो आसपासको क्षेत्र लाग्नु पर्दछ। यहाँ धेरै बसोबास गरौँ भन्ने कुरामा होइन, सब माइग्रेसन भएर यहीँ आउनु भन्ने कुरा होइन, सबै यहाँ घुम्न आउनु। अहिले पनि आन्तरिक टुरिज्मको पर्दछ, सबै स्पष्ट हुनुपर्दछ। हामी 30 लाख 40 लाख पर्यटकहरूलाई ती सुविधाहरू सबै लग्जरियस सुविधाहरू सहित एडभेन्चर अथवा चाहिँ साहसिक पर्यटक।
तपाईँ के अरे केन्यामा 10 लाख जनावर एकैचोटि हिँड्छन्। जनावर हेर्ने त केन्या जाने हो नि, या या चाहिँ अफ्रिका जाने हो, यहाँ त हिमालयमा आउने हो। हामीले हाम्रो फोकस के त भन्दाखेरि पहिलो फोकस, त्यसपछि एक्सेसेबल छ जुन चाहिँ नि सजिलैसँग गइन्छ। जस्तै हिजो भर्खर अस्ति भर्खर म घान्द्रुक पुगेर आएँ। घान्द्रुकबाट त 4वटा पिक छोएको जस्तो हुँदो रहेछ। भनेपछि घान्द्रुकलाई एक्सेसिबल बनाउने बित्तिकै त्यहाँ अहिले 200 कोठा रहेछ। र टुरिज्म इन्डस्ट्री भनेको एउटा इक्विटेबल वेल्थ क्रिएसन। त्यसले देशको सम्भाव्यता के हो भनेदेखि पर्यटन उद्योगबाट इक्विटेबल जुन घान्द्रुकमा स्पष्ट देखिन्छ।
भनेपछि पोखरालाई चाहिँ हस्पिटालिटीकै थिममै विकास गर्ने हो।
साँच्चीकै योजनाबद्ध ढङ्गले विकास गर्ने हो भने 30% GDP-मा कन्ट्रिब्युसन नेपालको टुरिज्मबाट बिना कठिनाइ एउटा प्रयास गर्ने बित्तिकै हुन सक्दछ र त्यसको सबैभन्दा धेरै कन्ट्रिब्युसन गर्न सक्ने
होटेलहरू पनि आइरहेको छ। त्यसरी पोखरालाई तपाईँले भनेको जस्तो स्मार्ट सिटी बनाउनको लागि त हामीले जनसङ्ख्यामै एउटा क्यापिङ लगाइदिने
हिसाबबाट, किनभने जग्गा त सीमित छ। त्यो सीमित जग्गामा तपाईँले धेरै मान्छेहरू ल्याउने मात्रै कुरा सोच्नुभयो भने त्यो राम्रो हुँदैन। त्यसको मतलब पोखरामा अरूलाई आउन नदिने,
आफ्नो नाम र प्रश्न सोध्यो त्यो भन्दै मलाई।
छाता ओढेर साहित्यिक महोत्सव यो पनि एउटा नयाँ हो। छैन
नमस्कार दुईजनालाई। म एक्चुअली ध्यान आकर्षण दुईजना महानुभावको गर्न चाहन्छु। वीरेन्द्र बहादुर बस्नेत र हाम्रो रविन्द्र माननीय कुरा गर्नुभएको थियो। धेरैजनाले यहाँ भर्खरै मात्र पढ्नु भएको छ होला। 2014मा निक्लिएको थोमस पिकेटीको किताब क्यापिटल इन 21st सेन्चुरीदेखि लिएर धेरैजनाहरूले न्यू लिबरलिजमको किताबहरू, जोन हार्वेको किताबहरू पनि पढिसक्नु भएको छ होला। अहिले न्यू लिबरल
त्यतिको लागि गएको हाम्रोको अनुभव के भयो भनेदेखि त्यहाँ 55वटा होटेल रहेछ, नाम लेखिएका होटेलहरू। अनि त्यहाँ हामी एउटा गुरुङ महलमा बस्छौँ, गुरुङले हुँदै उहाँले के भन्नु भनेदेखि यहाँ हामी बाहिरको मान्छेलाई होटेल बनाउन पनि दिँदैन। हामी जसको यहाँ जमिन छ त्यही जमिनवालालाई हामी चाहिँ प्रोत्साहन गर्छौँ। उहाँले नै होटेल बनाउनुहुन्छ, महल बनाउनुहुन्छ र 20वटा सबैजनाले चाहिँ बस्नु र मेरो पनि सिकेको एउटा
नगरपालिका दुवैलाई गाभेर एउटा महानगरपालिका हामी सुन्छौँ पत्र पत्रिकामा लेखनाथ नगरपालिकालाई पोखरा उपमहानगरपालिकामा गाभेर पोखरा महानगरपालिका बनाउने भन्ने सञ्चार माध्यमहरूमा प्राय त्यही नै आइरहन्छ। तर रविन्द्र अधिकार पोखरा महानगरपालिका नै घोषणा भयो भने रविन्द्रजीले त्यसलाई स्वीकार हुने गर्ने हो कि होइन?
Ranging from politics to society, intellectuals to ideologues. We would like to welcome publisher, editor, and writer Konakmani Dixit, as well as eminent historian and sociologist Ramchandra on stage, please.
Yeah, so research on this discussion to take this discussion forward, and we would need at least 3 hours minimum to do this well. And therefore, since we have only 1 hour, my suggestion to the audience and to Ram is that rather than discuss his Ram Guha is what I call an academic polymath. He has shown courage amidst polarization. The people who dissent to your dissent, but also there is the new phenomena of trolls all over South Asia and all over the world. And so what he has to share with us is also not somebody who is only theoretically pontificating, but because he has actually had to face the ire and the fire for his opinions. He's a columnist for Hindustan Times and the Telegraph. He's, what should I say, I call him a polymath. I will not go into the awards that he's received, from the Fukuoka Prize to the Ramnath Goenka Prize, to the Sahitya Academy Award and many others. But what I can say is that he is a researcher first and foremost, but a researcher who prefers to actually likes
the other fellow's country. And Koirala first fought for Indian freedom from British rule. Distinctions between patriotism and nationalism. You love your country, but that love is not expressed in hatred of some other country. Socialism and Marxism. Socialists believe in equality and justice, but not through the barrel of the gun. Not by imposing it through the barrel of the gun, or by capturing the state and then enforcing. Commended for this act of translation. You know, I would not, as an Indian.
On the other hand, looking a little bit more inward, you talked about the people of P.P. Koirala's generation. Let me list the names that you also write in your review, who P.P. Koirala used to read or appreciate or have friendships with. And I would like to suggest and ask your response to this. Something for having lost touch with that category, because Nepal is now modern, it functions in the Nepali language. We do not read, many of us don't read Hindi anymore, and Hindi gave us such a leg up into understanding the societal trends.
I think yes, I think it's important to read in more than one language. Actually, I am limited that way. It could be Venezuela, but that was their primary reasons. And it was taken further by the BJP government, but the Congress government started it. When P. Chidambaram, who now parades as an intellectual and appears on television and writes books, when P. Chidambaram was Home Minister, he passed the most draconian laws about foreign contributions to NGOs, so that the license could be withdrawn if they took a few $100 and were critical of the government. The BJP has taken it further, and of course the BJP has the backing of the RSS. And in my view, one of the aims of the RSS is that they want to be about this whole issue about demonetization
And the willingness, the unwillingness to talk. That's also was my question about self-censorship, not speaking up.
which actually could be a creating of independence and freedom. Because you see things very differently than when you would be in Delhi. So I think there is some self-censorship, and that's true very much in the mainstream media. But I think the rise of the new websites, English, Scroll, and Wire, in Hindi, there's a very good website called Satyagraha. So I think that offers scope that you'll have independent journalism.
But you gave
And I think it's not just an ecological death that is underway in Arunachal. It is also a cultural and social death. And it is kind of massive corruption. The Arunachal Pradesh Assembly recently there were 45 Congress members, all were bought and became 45 BJP members, and from a Congress majority it became a BJP majority. Where is the money coming from? It is coming from mine, roads and dam building. So these are all very worrisome things, and the Himalaya, as it was said many years ago, there is only one Himalaya to save, let us save.
well, I'll tell you, because thank you, Ram, for coming under these adverse circumstances. We had hoped, the organizers, and we had hoped to show you the Annapurna.
स्पेस अलिक कम भएकोले मिलिजुली यो जाडोमा अलिकति कोचेर बस्नु परेको छ।